What are the ethics of intellectual property and wealth? Have you ever wondered how the creations of our minds are protected and valued in society? The ethics of intellectual property and wealth is a fascinating topic that touches on innovation, creativity, and fairness. Intellectual property, often referred to as IP, includes inventions, artistic works, designs, and symbols used in commerce. The ethical framework surrounding IP is essential because it influences how we create, protect, and use these intangible assets. At its core, intellectual property law grants creators exclusive rights over their work. This means that individuals and organizations can prevent others from using, reproducing, or distributing their creations without permission. This exclusivity is vital for protecting the creative output of those who invest time and resources into their ideas. However, there is a balancing act at play. The principles of intellectual property law strive to balance the interests of creators, consumers, and society as a whole. While it is important to incentivize innovation, it is equally crucial that society benefits from fair access to knowledge and products. This balance helps ensure that creators can thrive while consumers can access the goods and information they need. Ethical considerations in intellectual property also emphasize respect for creators. This means acknowledging their rights and ensuring their work is not used without permission or proper attribution. It is about honoring the effort and creativity that goes into producing original content. Another significant aspect is the societal impact of intellectual property rights. We must consider how these rights affect access to essential goods, such as medicines and educational materials. If not managed responsibly, intellectual property can exacerbate inequalities, making it harder for some people to access what they need. The concept of fair use is another important ethical consideration. Fair use allows for limited use of copyrighted material without obtaining permission. This principle is essential to ensure that intellectual property rights do not overly restrict access to knowledge and information. When we talk about wealth ethics in the context of intellectual property, we must consider how the accumulation of wealth through IP affects social welfare. It is important to ensure that the benefits derived from intellectual property are distributed equitably among all stakeholders, including creators, consumers, and society at large. Social responsibility also plays a key role. Companies and individuals with intellectual property wealth should use it responsibly, contributing to societal well-being and supporting public goods like education and healthcare. Transparency in how intellectual property wealth is generated and used is vital. Entities must be held accountable for their actions to prevent exploitation and ensure ethical practices. Incorporating these ethical considerations into intellectual property practices can help align the pursuit of wealth with moral principles. This ensures that innovation benefits not just the creators but also society as a whole. By understanding the ethics of intellectual property and wealth, we can foster a more equitable and just environment for creativity and innovation.